Ace. I tried to get Violet. I was wanting to get Pult, but I don't have his contact. Apparently apparently he was in your chat or something.
I don't think it's him.
Oh, okay. That's what someone said in my chat. But I went to Destiny.
Well, there's the guy named Pult in my chat, but I don't think it's him. Because if it was him, he would have texted me, right?
All right. Here we go. You're right.
All
Everything is real right now. Everything is about to get extremely real. This is Game 7, best of 7. This has been the show match of the century. MAxeLtoss and James, the translator, aka Mal, going to battle, tied 3-3, and now here we are in the Ace match. Top right hand location. I present. Actually, you introduce your player.
I'll do it. You follow my camera, okay?
Okay.
Just follow my cam. So on the 12 o'clock position of Mount Catalina, which deserves for the song.
What?
Apologies, I had to go back to start the song. Anyways, on the top right position of Mount Catalina as the song plays, representing all Kappas, it is the one and only Parting.
And his opponent in the bottom right-hand location, the hero that we don't necessarily deserve, but we do need him right now. He has been a roller coaster in the StarCraft 2 scene. He is not expecting this at all, and now he's going against one of the best Protoss players in the world. Can he fight the fight for North America? Can he fight the fight for Team MAxeLtoss? And can he take home the victory as the underdog on a not-so-good map for Zerg? He is Destiny.
Alright, enough with the song. Although, as much as I love the song, enough with the song. Because we gotta hop on this casting train.
Game 7.
Game 7.
Both these players have never played more an important of a match.
In their career? Are you kidding me?
In their career. My screen is glitching for some reason. There's little
it's got white boxes, right?
There's little rectangles and everything. Is that happening for the players too?
No. It's just when you follow someone else's camera, it does it. It's a little
I don't
glitch.
want that, dude. I'm gonna follow my own.
But then we're gonna make sure we're
okay,
at the same screen.
I fixed it. I'm on your camera now.
Oh.
Oh, wait, did I fix it? No, now it's back up. We'll see. Anyway, these guys, these two players.
Pretty early guys, I'd say.
These two players are probably... Dude, we gotta build up the story a bit more. Come on, man. So these two players have been training their entire lives for this moment. They're both shaking in their chairs, sweating profusely, wiping their arm across the brow of their forehead to make sure they stay in the zone. Because this is the ultimate. This is the ace. Okay, now we can go into game analytics and dissection, if you want. The story, man. It's all about the story.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, hey, Team Bell is being represented by Parting. I think that's not said. You know, I don't have anything against Destiny. You know, that's not what I'm saying, but
where there's a will, there's a way. We got a Zealot coming up here from Parting, trying to get some damage done, scouting into the natural expansion. Now retreating back.
It's okay. That's okay.
The Queen from Destiny, shooing that Zealot away, wants nothing to do with that. We got a Stalker on the way from Parting, also going into a Twilight Council pretty fast. This looks like a Blink Stalker strategy. I already see how this is going to go.
Yeah, Parting doing what is best at.
And this map, man, it's good for Blink Stalkers.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's good for Blink Stalkers. So it needs to happen here. Destiny needs to scout this. He needs to scout this is happening, and he needs to hold it. He needs to hold. And if I were James right now, I would try to tell Parting to make it as long a game as possible for the sake of entertaining our audience. But I'm not going to say that to James, and I'm going to change the subject really fast so no one remembers that I said that. So we have Destiny putting down a Roach Warren.
Unfortunately, Parting has to play on a more important match.
What do you mean? Does he?
Yeah, he's got ASL finals against Ryung in less than an hour.
Oh wow. Okay.
So he's gonna end it early, I hope. And a Dark Shrine coming down, which gets scouted by Destiny.
Oh, he scouts it. The Overlord scouts it. Sees the Dark Shrine, sees the Twilight Council.
Yeah, as soon as he sees the Dark Shrine, he lands his third. Because that shows how confident he is right now.
I've learned not to doubt Destiny. He can pull out.
Yeah.
Some
a great response. Spore crawlers everywhere. Actually, not everywhere, just in the natural. But that should be enough.
We got a probe.
And all of his bases, there's an Overlord standing, so there's no chance that Parting can bring his War Prism or anything like that. I mean, the fact is, he doesn't even have a robotics facility.
What's very important here for Steven, for Destiny, is to make sure he stays on top of his scouting. He does not want to pile on to be close to his stuff. We have a DT making his way to the third base. You're going to start swiping away at that hatchery. Is Steven going to react in time? We don't have an Overseer in the vicinity. In fact, his layer's not yet done, so...
Yeah? No, he may even lose this hatchery.
To 1 DT? No, he does not want to do that.
To 1 DT.
Okay, he can make an Overseer now. He can make an Overseer. Oh, he's moving a Spore. He's moving a Spore up to try to save it. But the DT is actually going to turn around and start swiping the Spore, trying to juke for position. The Spore finally able to burrow underground. So the DT is not going to end up killing the hatchery. Nice play. And while that was happening, Steven did a good job of actually denying the third, or making sure the third wasn't going up. So still a good game.
Roach movement now being researched out of Destiny. And Blink just now begins out of Party.
Looks like Destiny has a lot of Lings and Roaches in the field. Again, the purpose of these guys is to deny that third base. Or try to pick off some sentries. Here he goes with Lings into that location. Some good force fields can render this pretty useless. We have 4 force fields going down, so it looks actually a lot of force fields going down. A sentry taken out. That was a great engagement for Steven Bondell II, and he's up 89 to 68 supply. He took down about 3 sentries there. Units lost 500 to 900.
I think Parting may have lost too many sentries.
Oh my gosh, the Roaches are coming in!
What the hell is going on?
What's going on here, ladies and gents? 2 cannons hastily going up from Parting. He's in emergency mode, but he's calm, he's cool, he's Parting, he's good at this game.
Yep.
He's pretty good at this game, but resources lost tells the story. 1,400 to 700. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say two Zealots with those HPs bought enough time to set up cannons and SimCity with gateways for the third. So third will land quite safely. Kind of sucks for Parting for losing all those sentries, but I mean, you can't always win. Enduring Locust will start from Destiny, and Parting doesn't have robotics facility yet, so this is gonna be Parting's gonna be in a dicey situation if he moves out too late.
Indeed.
And Spire starts at Destiny as well.
And we got the Hive coming up, and Swarm Hosts, Enduring Locusts. I feel like Destiny's in a pretty good position here. But again, it is Parting, and he's getting that third up. And once the Protoss gets the third up, we can start kind of ignoring what happened a little bit earlier, because the game completely changes now that the Protoss has 3 bases and 6 gases. Those sentries that were lost earlier, it doesn't really matter as much.
Well, I'd say it really does, because otherwise Parting could have just gone for the attack. He would have a lot more script than this. He would have a lot of sentries that full matters. So
but I'm saying if you're talking about a lead that might have been gained by Destiny, I don't think the lead is as much anymore because that third and how much that means for the Protoss.
I think Parting may have seen or at least heard that there were Swarmos. Yeah, now he definitely sees. He's not too sure about the Swarmos counts because he could have took on the engagement. The thing is, he doesn't even have robotics facility to detect.
Oh! You gotta blink the main.
Well, Transfuse goes down, saves those two Overseers.
So that's actually a really good move on this map.
Yep.
Blinking the Stalkers up to the high ground. That's like the perfect place to do it. We thought it was coming a little bit earlier, but Parting using it a little bit later. And the third base is going towards that location. So as this game goes along, if we're talking about locations, it's actually a little bit worse for Destiny. Because the bases are extending closer and closer to Destiny's base and to his main, and Parting can just stay aggressive and on that path, and it's kind of hard to deal with.
But Destiny is doing his due diligence by spreading creeps in all the naturals. So Parting is going to have a difficult time taking the fourth at the very least. And with the tech switches that he's going for, High Templar and Robotics Facility with Robotics Bay, I would imagine Parting would like to take his fourth as soon as possible. You know, I see Blink Stalkers doing some work, not enough though. These roaches are gonna get picked apart, but also at the same time, Parting not upgrading his armor. Stalkers are falling pretty quickly.
So, Destiny's going straight for Broodlords. But I'm worried about this fourth. I mean, the fourth needed to go up a long time ago. Trying to transfuse those queens is a great offensive blink.
Please just will not fall. I think it was too eager out of Parting to blink forward. Took down all the queens. I think it was what, 6 queens?
Yeah, I don't know how worth that was. I mean, he can't be aggressive anymore. And more. Look at this, more Swarm Hosts coming out. So now he's gonna have Swarm Hosts and Broodlords, which means lots of oodles of free units.
And
oodles of free units for Steven.
This is not looking good for Parting at all. Parting, man, you're supposed to carry the team. What is going on?
We got a counterattack on the left-hand side. A lot of Zealots, also Warp Prism. Something Parting is really good at. It's the multitasking. And Steven's going to be tested here. He's spotting these Zealots coming in on the third base. They're going to target that third. The Roaches and Lings running back, though, should be able to deal with that. At the same time, he's kind of leapfrogging or trying to.
I don't know if he's going to be able to take the hatchery with the amount of transfuses that he's got at the very least. Wow. But the second warp in will definitely break the hatchery for sure. If he goes for it.
I'm really liking the composition that Destiny has right now, in the form of the Broodlords and the Swarm Hosts. Like that's like ideally that's what you want as a Zerg player, and that's going to be a big part of your game plan as you're going into a game. It's like, okay, this game I want a lot of queens, Broodlords, and Swarm Hosts, and Destiny has all that out. So obviously now it's going to come down to control. And that's going to determine how well.
Defense by Destiny on keeping the hatchery alive.
Yeah. It's pretty impressive. I mean, you know, Parting setting the Warp Prism everywhere. He's still got the Warp Prism there with 4 Zealots inside.
Parting, just blink away.
He's out
using
of there.
A few suckers here and there.
So I don't think Destiny wants that fourth to come up. So it's tricky because he wants to defend this fourth locations that he's setting up, and he also wants to be aggressive. So that makes me think he's probably gonna be aggressive towards the third on the right-hand side, rather than exposing his army and going up the middle to the middle left. So we'll certainly keep an eye on that.
Destiny definitely went for the right location to be aggressive. His unit choices are quite, for the lack of better words, it's more of a passive unit to be defensive, and it's really difficult to be aggressive with Swarmos and Broodlings because of their mobility, lack of mobility. But taking the fourth closer to the Protoss base definitely makes up for the lack of mobility.
Yep.
I feel like. I feel like
the trickiest thing here is the slowness of this composition from Destiny. The Broodlords, the Queens, and the Swarm Hosts obviously are very slow units. Parting has a lot of Blink Stalkers, Colossi, which can go around the map. He also has Recall, so he can be very mobile. So it's a game right now in army movement, in troop movement, where Steven, Destiny realizes his army's slow, so he has to be really careful about making sure all his vulnerabilities don't exist. And that's not a simple thing when you have a slow army.
I think seeing few Lings and Roaches running by to the third may trigger.
Careful.
Oh, Swarmos falling. May trigger Parting to just go all out.
Right,
there's a lot of queens though. There's way too many queens.
Oh, Viper's trying to find those Colossi, but they're kind of thrown away. Now Steven's money is pretty good. He's got 3,000 in minerals, about 1,000 in gas. Though Parting has good resources as well. He's got about 2,500 in the bank, which is very important for him, so he can restock pretty nicely. It's not like anyone's starving right now in minerals, and that's a large part to the force. Just, I think Destiny has to figure out how to mess with Parting's economy.
Look at Destiny's vision. He pretty much has vision everywhere in the map. There's no way in hell a hidden pylon can go down. I mean, there are two that he sees, but he's not really reacting to it.
So we have Tempest coming out. We also have Warp Prisms going everywhere, and lots of High Templar with lots of feedback ability. And of course, I think, yeah, Storm is usable. So we're going to start seeing a lot of action across this map.
Oh, 2 Swarmos gets picked up. Well done, Parting, well done. I think
Look at
Broodlords
this.
are being a little bit too aggressive though. You could easily blink right beneath them and start sniping them off and blink away. If caught. Parting now moving around center of the map to the 4th of Destiny. Still is in low health. There's no queen for some reason. Wonder what happened. Oh.
So this is tricky.
Yeah, the 4th is definitely gonna go down.
Yeah, and we talked about this a little bit earlier. Parting is looking for the vulnerabilities, which is where the army of Destiny isn't, because Destiny's army is so slow, he can't necessarily deal with this attack that well. But he didn't lose his space on the left-hand side, decent use of the Blinding Clouds, and also sending his Locust to the side to do a lot of damage too. So Destiny reacting well, but he's still not really being aggressive. And meanwhile, we have a lot of Tempest coming out for Parting. So as this game goes along, I'm worried for Destiny, because Parting is just getting more and more resources, and Destiny is having trouble securing extra bases and getting any aggressive damage done.
I feel like the intentions of Destiny was great, taking his 4th on closer to Protoss base, and the composition too. It's really tricky for Protoss when you have Swarmhosts, Broodlords, Corruptors,
Yep.
Mass Queens. The amount of transfuse, the health, and the buff that Xur gets out of this composition is just massive. Finally, these Locusts doing some damage.
Destiny needs to figure out a way to mess with Parting, because Parting's out of control right now with his macro and extra bases. He's getting some decent damage done at that 3rd base, but it's not enough. He needs to get the Nexus, get those probes. Well, he's getting the gas. It's actually really important. If you look at the gas of Parting, it's only 300. So any bit of gas that you can limit there is such a good thing for Destiny right now. Parting posturing. Coming up to the right-hand side. I don't know about greeting this straight on. Nice pulls with the Locust, pulling the Archons in the Colossi, and a huge battle going to be happening here. The Broodlords throwing the Broodlings at this Protoss army, and the Locust doing a lot of damage too. I'm not so sure about this engagement from Parting. He's going to be backing up, retreating, but there's a lot of Tempest there, still alive. There's another pull from the Locust. Some Storms going down, trying to limit the damage, but I think Destiny is going to be pretty okay with how that went. Let me look at Unit Flash really quick.
Oh, I think pretty okay is an understatement.
Yeah, he's going to be
super amazing. I mean, think about it. Six Tempest versus 4. 6 can just one-shot off a Swarm Host. I don't know if 4 does it. Maybe. But that's definitely something. Oh, where are you going with the Tempest? Tempest, you need to sit behind from a distance.
I don't know if you ever want to engage this.
There's way too many queens. Transfuse is going down on the damaged Corruptors. These Corruptors just will not fall.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Temp is supposed to counter it. Meanwhile, we saw Roach going around to the 5th.
Nice.
Yep, 5th departing. Zealots were warped in. The charge is not complete. Or actually, charge is complete. Micro back with those Roaches. Really a great move by Destiny. Meanwhile, Parting seeks to get some more snipes.
Yeah, the Stalker's coming in again. He's trying to take down those Locusts. Those are the gas, or sorry, the Vipers, which are the very gas-intensive units. So any kills you can get there are super freaking good. Parting trying to make it work with these big Stalkers, but there's no exit. The way he's going, he's got to be careful not to get these guys trapped.
Hey, it's Blink Stalkers. There's always an exit.
Good point. Let's see though, because Steven can see this. Limit it.
It's doing a great job because he's just hurdling their units. All the Overseers will fall, even the Vipers too.
Wow.
Clumsy out of Destiny. But
So if he can keep most of these alive, this is a super good trade. But if they all die, yeah, I think it's already a great trade actually.
You could have even thrown them all, and still would have been a good trade for Parting.
Yep.
It was like what, like 10 Stalkers? Actually, probably a little more, like 20 Stalkers for the value of the time and just everything. 12
Corruptors, 10 Swarm Hosts, 2 Vipers, 9 Roaches, 7 Queens is the army of Destiny right now. Zealots taking down the 3rd. Destiny needs that. These gases are so important. He's trying to make another base on the middle right-hand side, but at the same time, the Locust able to take down the Nexus at the middle right-hand side. So kind of trading bases there are these two players. And this is as back and forth as you can kind of get.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'd say the trade is, at least at the time being, looking slightly more favored for Destiny just because of the banks that he's got. But Parting did lose 1 base, but he's still 1 base above Destiny with this 4th.
Yep, he's got that top left-hand location.
Position.
And Destiny's, He's aware of that, but he doesn't have the composition necessarily to deal with that. I mean, he has a lot more roaches on the field, so if he can make those effective, that's gonna be a big key here. There's still a lot of stalkers from parting on the map, so that's another thing. Just how mobile you can be with those extra units, the roaches and the stalkers, to get that damage done, to get those good trades, while being safe with your expensive units, your colossi, your swarm hosts, and your corruptors. But you know, dude, this is a really good game. I think
Parting needs to back up a little bit and save him for Tempests. Tempest is really what he needs right now.
Oh!
Nice gets one.
Careful!
Oh, storm going down. Great storms. A lot of adducts. The Colossus will live. No, barely.
Okay, Destiny's Bank is remarkable.
It's stupid.
Right now.
It's stupid.
It's remarkable.
And really amazing thing is that when a game reaches this far, a lot of times you see is that the balance between the mineral and the gas is totally broken. But at this stage, just because he's investing a lot on the queens and everything, it seems like it's broken now temporarily, but it really wasn't. Everything was really evened out in terms of mineral and gas bank.
He has no way to deal with the zealots. His roaches are across the map at his opponent's natural expansion, so we have another bit of trading going on. Remember, we had the third bases being traded, and now we're having the bases being traded again. Parting doesn't have a great response. Actually, he's warping DTs. That's a great thing to have at this point in the game, and all these roaches are going to be taken out. There's no Overseer, so the roaches are going to be donezo. Meanwhile, the zealots doing a lot of damage, and Steven should be able to deal with that eventually.
He's been setting this up. He's been sniping off every Overseer he could possibly see. And as soon as he felt like he took out enough Overseers, he goes straight into DTs. Really smartly played.
Oh, the Swarmos are vulnerable. He bros them, he unbros them, and we see the bank now eclipsing from Destiny. He's being pulled apart by Parting right now. A lot of his supplies and corruptors, which, sure, they can take down the Colossi, but there's still a lot of stalkers down below that he's having trouble dealing with. I don't know if only queens are enough. We got the 2 Archons there as well. That's going to be a problem. And these corruptors can only watch from above, but it looks like... Wow. Okay, queens are strong.
It will get defended. And it is defended, but I don't know. Out of the healthy amount of swarm hosts that he had, the 12 of them that he's got, now he's down to 5. He just replenished just 4. A lot of Viper get caught out in every single engagement. Great focus fire from Parting. And these 2 swarm hosts, oh, they're gonna get picked again.
Gotta be careful. Every single unit is so freaking important right now because these guys, they don't have a lot of, they don't have a lot of bases. The main base is mined out. Natural base expansion is mined out for Destiny. Third base, he's having trouble getting that back up. So he's got to be so careful about making sure he keeps every single unit alive. And now we have an attack from Parting onto the right-hand side. A bunch of spine crawlers saying, get out of here. So Parting's going to retreat back. Steven, I feel like he needs to posture his army better. It's tricky because, again, he's trying to be aggressive with the Swarm Host, but he's also trying to prevent these counterattacks that keep happening. Again, 4 DTs at this third base. So this has been a constant struggle for Destiny, trying to balance attacking on the right-hand side and defending these attacks from Parting on the left-hand side. It's been brilliant play from Parting, identifying that the bulk of Destiny's army is positioned outside that third, so he's sending more units down to the left to get that damage done. So just a beautiful game at this point.
Yeah, really back and forth.
Beautiful game.
Seems like Destiny is getting a lot of beatings, but despite all those beatings from Parting, he's still all right.
I mean,
Parting's slowly running out of minerals. Like his natural is gone. Bane is gone. His third is almost like it's halfway gone. So he needs another base or 2 at the minimum. So right now we're pretty much looking at 2 base versus 1.5 base per us.
And Destiny, I think he's gotten some leads, but he's been having trouble converting that into anything because of just the slowness of his army. I mean, you can have a great engagement with this composition, but it's not like you can just go attack across the map.
Well, he had the right mind taking, like I said, taking this forward. He had the right idea. It's just when Parting saw that it was Swarm Host, when Parting saw what direction that Destiny was going for, he immediately went around and maximized the use of ability in his army. And buying that amount of time really did a great job. A lot of abducts happening.
Great abducts. Great abducts. The Archon is the most important thing to get there. That is the most expensive unit in that composition. Getting a couple Stalkers too. Nice Blinding Cloud. The Stalkers can't shoot when they're underneath that Blinding Cloud. So great utilization of that. And another good engagement here from Steven. Now he's got the Broodlords out. But again, can he capitalize? It's great getting these big engagement victories. but can you capitalize? Can you get something back? Can you be aggressive towards an opponent's base? Because look at this, now Parting has a base going up in the middle left, and this is something he can do. Of course, he's got to try to get probes over there, but Steven's army Destiny's army is so slow. I'm almost wondering if we're at the point where he just gets everything and goes.
Very strong though. We're now seeing a 3-3 upgrade versus 2-2 upgraded. Zerg Destiny, I think, decided just not to upgrade anymore. I mean, 2-2 is pretty good position for Zerg. And now seeing that amount of Broodlord transition, Parting goes for Void Rays. But look at the size of this army though, and number of queens, and amount of transfuses that it's got in this army. It is do or die situation for Destiny, but if he really makes it happen,
now
did that observer, one last remaining observer got sniped, I think. Yeah. Party needs to make observers. You know, okay, the observers, two more observers joins. I think the space will fall.
Just careful. Again, and now we're seeing this constant game that's happening. Destiny trying to be forceful on their hands. Actually, we got some stalkers blinking up. There's a very bold move here from Parting. It looks like Destiny's not electing to go for. We need the ducks. We need the ducks. You gotta be careful though. The high tempo, looking for the feedbacks. That's a lot of energy and a lot of queens being taken out. Some fibers being taken out as well. Of course, for any newer players out there, the feedbacks able to eclipse the energy and do a lot of damage too. But look at that, Destiny able to get a remarkable engagement there.
Nice force fields. Nice force fields. These Broodlords are just wow.
James, how you feeling, man? This is the ace match, game 7. I think I'm liking my champion's position right now.
No, Parting's okay.
I don't want to call anything too soon.
He's all right. He's all right. He'll be all right.
I mean, he has a mothership.
Where is his army?
He doesn't have one.
He doesn't have him?
He does not have an army.
Oh my god.
he has some stalkers. But I've seen situations like this where Destiny's been ahead in professional level games, but he's not able to complete it. He's not able to close it down, and especially against a player like Parting. So don't call it until it's over. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't sing the song until the fat lady sings. Oh no.
Says,
oh no! Could this be it? Is this a submission? GG! I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Parting, what the hell, man? No, but oh no. Fantastic match.
Oh my gosh.
I am honestly, I'm really happy that we were able to show these games to our viewers. This was I think today went more than better.
That was awesome. Let's recap that really quick. So let's recap the day. Best of 7 Showmatch series. Maul versus MAxeLtoss. MAxeLtoss started out strong, winning 3 in a row, and just showing how awesome he is at StarCraft 2.
Oh, come on.
But you know who brings it back? James brings it back by winning the next
3 in a row.
3 in a row. I don't know if that matters. Yeah, so leading it to a tie series, 3-3, leading into the ace, where we each select a champion. Maul goes out and gets Parting.
Wait.
And MAxeLtoss's hopes and dreams were shattered.
Let's get this straight. I didn't go out of my way to pick Parting. Parting came into the chat and he was rooting for me all the way throughout, and he said, if it goes to the ace match, I'll play for you. And he did. I wasn't.
Even so, man. I was like looking at my chat. I'm like, okay, who in the chat? Can I get Potato? Can I get Balvi? Can I get Grumpy the Penguin? Can I get G-Man X? Can I get them playing for me? And then I hear that you're getting Parting. So I try to scout. I try to get Violet. He says no, but then I'm like, you know what? Let's go with Steven. I picked Destiny. I'm like, Destiny, I need you. I need you right now. I need you to be my shining light. And it was a brave decision for Destiny to accept the challenge, and he does it. So Destiny, let everyone know, takes down Parting to secure the best of 7 victory for Team MAxeLtoss, and everything is right in the world.
I can't believe I still can't believe I lost. I mean, first game PvP, yeah, sure. I don't even play Protoss. Protoss is your main, so I wasn't really embarrassed about it. Second series though, second set, second set. I really thought I had it. I really thought I had it. It was a build I specifically prepped, and I'm pretty sure these people that were watching from my side were having a blast because I was just laughing throughout the 40-minute long game. Can't believe it even lasted
Dude,
that long.
that Widowmine game, man.
And third set, while it was a good build, I think I made a few mistakes that cost me the game. Fourth set with resume from replay, turned it around, fixed on little mistakes that I made early on, and 5 and 6 was just... can't even believe what happened.
It was...
The addiction, love addiction from my chat. Diamond Zerg, we decided to go an all-in for your guy. And the all-in worked. And then the next one was Proxy Factory float into enemies' main.
Did you... What was the starport proxied too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Proxy Factory and Proxy Starport. Shout out to the guys who came on and participated, by the way.
Yeah, thank you so much. Without you, the set 5 and 6 wouldn't have happened.
Would not be possible. Of course, we have OB8732 in the chat saying, "I'm glad that I could be part of this victory for Team MAxeLtoss." Yeah, man. And what a sweet victory it was. 4-3.
It was. I agree. Because you must have been really pressured.
I was, man. When I heard parting was coming out, I was freaking out. I was freaking out, dude. Of course, you.
I'm not gonna. I wasn't planning on doing this, but maybe for the next one, I'll get someone else better than parting. If you're listening, parting.
I think we should. Well, I think the VODs are certainly going to be going up, so keep an eye out for that. You got that? Are you going to put that on your YouTube, I suppose, James?
VODs, well, the plan is now I have the video clip because I decided to, or I pressed record while we stream, so I have the video file. Now I'm just learning how to use Premiere,
right?
So it'll take me a little while because I don't want to just upload a raw video, just because it's, I don't know, it's just raw video footage for 5 hour long. I think I could shrink it down to even like 1 hour video if I can.
Sure.
It will be a work in progress, and it will take a little while to actually get it finished. Once it's finished, I'm thinking of maybe uploading on either Twitch or on YouTube. Yeah, well, for now, yeah.
Okay.
It'll be released when it's ready, and I can't promise you when it will be.
I really like the idea of 2 pros at the end, though. Like,
I just don't know how many times we can keep
well, I
this
think,
on.
well, maybe we just automatically just put that in, so we'll have 2 pros playing no matter what at the end of it, and we cast it. Maybe.
But I don't know. I personally still like watching. I've been doing a lot of Ace of Dice tournaments. I don't know if you guys know about it. It's a all random tournament where I randomly pick a map and you're all supposed to play random with handicaps. Of those games, you know, we've seen a lot of crazy stuff like gold leaguers winning against diamonds, taking a series, tying it against masters with handicaps. I think there's really a fun aspect and potential to that kind of style. So we could maybe even do it if that's the case.
We'll play around with it, and obviously, I think we're very open to feedback. So you guys watching the streams, there's a Team Liquid thread and there's a Reddit thread. So anything that you think would spice up the broadcast, anything you'd like to see better. This was kind of, this is the first one, so it was pretty casual. We're just going through it, trying to put on a decent show. But next time, I think it'll certainly be more ironed out.
Hopefully,
yeah.
Hopefully, as things progress, it will be, for sure. And the production quality may get better. I know my mic's been jumping a lot today. I don't know why and what's causing it. I'll have a look into it, see if I can fix it for the next one. Couple last things. If you guys like what you saw today,
yeah,
click that support Mel button below to donate, give a little, and then we'll be splitting. So if you want to give some to Alex, just hit that button. I'll shoot him. I'll shoot them in his way. I won't take him, I promise. I think it's too low of taking someone else's donations. I it's retarded. I hope you guys had fun. Keep your eyes out. In 2 weeks' time, we'll be doing our second MAxeLtoss, and also either depending on the sign-offs, but either tomorrow or next weekend, or sometime during next week days, I'm gonna be running the 6th last Ace of Dice before the wild card, open bracket, and the championship. So make sure to keep an eye out and sign up. It's all random, all leagues welcome except Grandmasters, because we don't want to spoil fun for everyone. There's also handicap, so if you're like, oh, I'm a silver player, how am I ever gonna be able to win against diamond? If you're silver and your opponent's diamond, your diamond player has to put his handicap on at 60% because of the league differences. 60% is actually really, like, it's really massive. If you think about it, 2 shots at Oracle kills a worker. 60